It is always said that any bus that gets to the city of Nairobi will always have five fools. Yes, five fools. And it is good that you get to understand that there are people who get to survive in this city depending on the five fools that come in that bus. Now, I want us to talk about signs of a scam. Signs of a scam that present itself as an investment. Signs of a scam that will be presented to you as an investment. Now, najua ushasikia mtu amekaribishwa town, hiyo ni mchezo ya taoni. So, that is what I want us to discuss. How are you able to differentiate between a scam and an investment? It is good to know that scammers are getting wiser each day, and scammers hawaku wanaisha ati maneno yamebadilika. So scams will keep coming. And in this episode, I want us to protect our pockets by differentiating or giving signs that will help you differentiate between a scam and an investment. In case you are coming across this page for the first time, this is Finance Focus with Andrew. We limit ourselves to conversation that endeavor to enhance our financial literacy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Now, let's dive into our topic. That is 6 signs of a scam. I mean, someone will present an investment idea to you, but he or she will just be trying to make something out of your ignorance. Yes, out of your ignorance. So, how are you able to identify whether it is an investment and it is a scam? And the sign number 1 will be guaranteed high returns with no risk. Someone will present an idea to you that if you give them your 100,000, they will be able to double that in a week. They'll give you a 50% return in a week. And if you ask them whether it is guaranteed, they will assure you that it is guaranteed. So 100% return with no risk does not make any sense. Does not make any sense. Because when it comes to matters investment, risk and return go hand in hand. The higher the return goes, the lower the higher the risk goes. But you can't tell me that the return is going all the way up to 100%. Because they will double your money in a week, but it is guaranteed, so there is no risk. That does not make sense, and that is one of the signs of a scam. If you come to the facts that we know that they are well regulated and controlled, they are what we call special funds that talks about returns of around 20%. You need to know that even that 20% is not promised. It is what they target to achieve, but it is not a guarantee that they will deliver that percent. They may deliver, they may not deliver. But if someone comes to you and tells you that they will be able to double your money in a week's time, in a month's time, and it is guaranteed, you should ask yourself a question. To the sign number 2, if you come across an investment that is a scam, that is not licensed, it is not registered, it is not regulated, run. You need to get to understand what is the regulatory body that control this particular venture that I'm about to get in. Don't open a bank account in a bank that is not regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya. Don't get into a money market fund or any fund whose fund manager is not regulated by the Capital Market Authority. Don't join a circle that is not regulated by SASRA. That is what we mean by licensing and regulation. So ensure that whatever venture that you are presented with, there is a regulatory body that control that particular investment. Otherwise, that is another sign of a scam. People telling you that this does not need registration, it does not need regulation by anybody. So be alert. That is a very good sign of a scam. Let's go to our sign number 3. That is the pressure to act fast. So they are telling you a few slots available. This is a special offer. It will be over in a week's time. So you need to decide and bring the money and get to join before many people get to know about it, before time elapses. Now, I believe that a clear marketing strategy is that you should come to me, pitch a product, and give me time to think about it. If at all your investment venture is legit, I don't expect you to be in a rush. I don't expect you uh, I don't expect you to force me make decisions in a snap of a finger. So I expect you to come and you come pitch your product. Give me time to do my assignment. Give me time to ask questions. Give me time to try and understand. Then I'll make a decision from there. But if you get a venture where you are being rushed to make decisions out of issues like this is a special offer, the only slots that are remaining, you should join before too many people get to know about it, that is a sign that that might be a scam. Let's go to number 4, vague investment strategy. Like after you contribute the money, you need to know the kind of investment that is being made that will give that person more than 100% return, so that they can give you 100% return. You see, when you take your money to a bank, you are sure that if it is a fixed deposit that you have made, that money will be loaned to other customers of that particular bank at a higher rate than that the bank will give you. If you take money to a SACCO, you are sure that that money will be loaned to other SACCO members and they will pay interest, which will be used to pay you. If you invest in a fund manager, that is either a money market fund, a special fund, a balanced fund, a fixed fund, you know that that fund manager will take that money, will take some of it to treasury bills, will take some of it to fixed deposits, will take some of it to stocks, will take some of it to commercial papers, and then out of that return that they get, they will deduct their management fee and give you the balance. But if you come across a venture where no one can really explain whatever it is that they are going to invest in so that they can give you 100% return in a week's time, that is probably a scam. There should be a very clear strategy of how the money is being spent, and that thing, is it bringing returns higher than what they are promising you? So be sure that before you get to join a venture, before you get to join any venture, have a clear idea of what they are getting to invest in. And if they are not investing in anything that is tangible, yes, if they are not investing in anything that is tangible, it's probably a scam, and you are their stock, you are their business. It is you that will give them profits. Take care. Number 5, over-the-top testimonials. You see, these products, especially these online ventures, they always struggle a lot to show success of members who claim to have benefited from the venture. You see, if I'm making money, and I know I'm talking on behalf of myself and 1,000 others, if I'm making money, I will try very much that even my closest friend won't know. Like if you are making some money in a real investment, like I don't have to show you, I don't have to come to show you how successful I am from it so that I can attract you to join. I don't have to do that. I don't have to flaunt cash online to attract you to join a venture that is making real money, to attract you to join a real investment. I want you I want to give an example. I know there are a lot of people that we have met online that are trying to create financial literacy among the people, and they get to talk about some investment that you can use. You'll never see someone coming to flaunt their circle balance trying to entice you to join a circle. You'll never see someone coming to flaunt their money market fund interest, trying to convince you to join. You'll never see someone showing you the coupons that they have gained from the treasury bonds and the treasury bills to entice you to join. You'll never see the Central Bank of Kenya parading the highest paid investors in the treasury bonds market, because they don't have to convince you. If an investment is real, I just need to give you information, then you decide to do with that. You decide what to do with that information. So if you come across a venture where every day they are showing you success of previous members, riding in German machines, living in mansions, you need to really think about it, because if it is real, I don't have to struggle so much to prove the point. I'm just supposed to give you information, then you decide what to do with that information. Then number 6, if you come across a venture that has no clear exit strategy, that is also another sign of a scam. You see, when you are joining an investment venture, may it be okay, I'm trying to use examples that you can easily connect, that we are all sure that they are investments, not scam. If I'm buying a treasury bond, that bond has a very clear strategy or time limit, time to maturity, and I also know how I can be able to liquidate it anytime if I need that money before the maturity date. We have treasury bills that have periods between, I'm sure it is 91 days. If it is not 91, it is 182 days. If it is not 182 days, it is 364 days. What I mean is that before you join an investment venture, you need to think of how you can exit if need be. So if you don't have a clear strategy, if the venture does not have a clear exit strategy, that is probably a scam. They'll tell you that you cannot do a withdrawal maybe within the first month, within the first at any time they can just freeze your account that you cannot withdraw. So any venture that you decide to join, ensure that there is an exit strategy. So those are some of the signs that you can use to determine a scam or to differentiate between an investment and a scam. So anytime someone pitches an investment venture to you, just remember this 6 points. I know there are many other signs, but I'm sure if you get to remember the 6, you'll be able to tell, you'll be able to differentiate, is this an investment, is this a scam? And remember that you need to stay alert, because people are in dire need of money. You see, it is money that made Judas betray Jesus. So people need money that much. So you need to stay alert, because scams are on the way. Many of them will come. There is no day that you will stay without a scam. And it is so bad that we don't talk whenever we are joining these investment ventures. I think we always want to surprise people. Tunaongeanga tu kikiumana. So it is good to, anytime you are presented with a business venture or an investment venture, especially these online ones, do your research, do your assignment, ask questions, do your homework, and remember that wealth is not rushed. It is created over time with wisdom. See you in the next video.